Let's do full screen. I will look at chat in between matches or in between single games during sideboarding. So this was is the top 8 from the Platinum Plunder Day 2, which was this Sunday, or last Sunday I should say. And yes, my first round starting now. So I do have no in-game sound. Yeah. But so be it. The reason for me having no in-game sound is I was, believe it or not, I was watching other stuff during the top 8. And I don't want to record watching television series while I'm while I'm playing. You don't need that sound. So I'm playing against Space, who's playing Shoku. And this hand is certainly a keep. Turn on Holding Brave into Chlorphilia, or better, even into Runia. Yeah, that's a good hand. So actually, this very first decision, is actually quite an important decision and not an easy one. Like playing the Holding Plains Bluegrass over the wild shard. That's actually kind of important, right? Because you want to have 2 diamond on turn 5 with this hand. But you also want to have wild early. And you want to make sure that you can play Holding Plain Bluegrass as long as you have Coyotl. So if I don't play Bluegrass and I play Wildshard Brave, he plays Carnosaurus, I don't have any Coyotl left. And that would be a problem, maybe. So, anyways, he has turn 2 Mightsinger and turn 3 Runia with speed. And with Shoku making the Runia into a 3-3. Which I'm already under quite an amount of pressure. But he is attacking with Mightsinger. And I would not have attacked with Mightsinger there. Like, really? I mean, Runia is quite important for me. Sure. But I didn't think too long about this trade. I blocked with Runia. Sadly, I have not drawn anything big. So all I can do for now is playing my Chlorophyllias and hoping I draw something next turn that can block the Runia. Third Harvest, also problematic because Runia Hierophant grows out of reach from Croc. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to draw. So I do check my crypt. And I think what I did is reanimate Runia and playing 2 Roospart. Which, you want to do something better, but if you can't do something better, then that's what you have to do. It's that simple. So, I think gameplay-wise, I need to block. I need to kill his Runia Hierophant. If he has Grog, then I'm most likely just dead this game. Okange. Okange is an interesting card. I'm not sure I want to play right-click on a script, but that's not going to work out in a video. I'm not sure if I would like to play Oakench Ceremony in my wild decks. I mean, you probably have a more than good chance to always hit, right? Anyways, he has Grog. Maybe he just found it. Maybe he had it already. So I'm basically just dead this game. That's not going to help. I mean, I'm playing on, right? I don't think I conceded already there. I need to jump block, and yeah. Down to 6 and draw and concede, I believe. Yeah. I mean, I can't even play Bluegrass to find a troop because I can't make a wild. So that's just a concede. And sideboarding against Mono Wild. So that's interesting. I believe I brought in one more Carnosaurus. I have to admit my sideboard plan is not set and done. Like, sideboarding is still very open for me. I don't have like a set plan for that. But yeah, so I brought in one more Carnosaurus for his Braves and Mightsingers. On the draw, you could bring in 4. Maybe I did that game 3. Oh, now I spoiled. I took out one Howling Plains Alpha. The problem is that you only have a minimal amount of Turtles. Like right now, I have 4 plus 3, 7 plus 4. I have 11 Turtles. That's not much at all. So you don't necessarily want to cut Turtles. But yeah, sometimes the other cards are just too good. Am I still streaming? I hope so. So I lost my chat. I hope I'm still streaming. I need to reconnect to chat. Slight technical difficulties here. Let me see. Anyways, so I have a hand that looks familiar to the first hand. Holding Brave and 2 Chlorphilia, which is good. Let me see if I'm... Sorry for that. I don't know what's going on here with my chat. So I can't see if actually, I don't know if I'm streaming right now. But I think I am. So let's concentrate on the gameplay, right? So I played Brave and played Chlorphilia. He plays Dread Harvest. After playing Ceremony turn 1, so far nothing major happened. And now I do have the first real choice, although it's not even a choice in my opinion. You obviously play Krogazar because you can next turn play Balthazar. And he doesn't even have one troop on the board, and you have a second Krog. You do play Krog. Of course you do. Quite annoying here. Let me... restart my browser. He plays Runia, Hierophant, and now he changed his gems. He has a sacrifice gem, which gives him +3/+3, which is a very interesting choice. Speed and +3/+3, which means I can't play Croc and kill it, right? That's pretty good. I think I'm still streaming. And now I should have chat. Alright. Alright. Everything's going fine. I play Balthazar, draw 5 cards. Mightsinger, Carnosaurus, Howling Brave. Maybe you don't attack with Crocozar here, but I did. The problem with this is that if he plays... I can't play Croc. Never mind. So you're very safe with your block with Balthazar. Yeah, this is the right line. You do attack with Croc. And next turn you reanimate Balthazar. You can even, if he plays 2 troops, you can play Croc and yeah. I even didn't remember everything here. But oh yeah, that was bad. Yeah. That's the reason you maybe don't want to attack with Croc. But how likely is it that he has 2 Carnosaurus, right? Yeah. Somehow I thought that was a mistake. Like now that I'm doing the recast. I have not watched my video back, but I know what's happening. Like, I do know the end result. Yeah, I mean, if I would have known that that is coming, then I don't attack with Crocodile. But again, you don't expect 2 Carnosaurus. And do you even want to jump with Croc? So now that's the turn where you have to think, right? Now there are a lot of lines. You could play 2 Mightsingers, play Wild Shard. You could play Croc, fight with 2 cards. And then have 10 power, 11 power. You could play Mightsinger and play Croc. You could... Well, you could play Croc and reanimate Croc and kill his whole board. I hope I did that. That sounds like the good play. I'm not even sure what I did. Oh. Jeez. I can play Croc. Fight with Khan and Runia. Reanimate Croc. Fight with Runia and Khan. Number 2. Somehow I didn't do that. Jeez. Oh. Now I feel like a complete idiot. I mean, that's also a good line, right? Reanimating Balthazar. I was more focused on reanimating Balthazar, apparently. Which, I mean, that line here is not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. It's just that the other line is better. Yeah, the other line is better. Clearing his board. And then I have Meizinger and Croc left. That's better than reanimating Balthazar. On the other hand, if he doesn't have Croc here, I'm winning anyways, right? Yeah, he has to have Croc now, otherwise he's not winning this game. Yeah. That's not going to be enough. No, I block with Balthazar. It's not like this deck has ways to give Crush. I mean, that's not the deck that plays Overrun. Let's be clear. I still think the other line with Croc, reanimating Croc, is better. But the line I did play is probably not that much worse. Yeah, no, I guess I play Croc. Because then I can attack with my 2 Meitzingers. Maybe play Khan. Maybe play Khan, play Croc. I can't play those. Maybe Khan, play Croc. Gain 4. Have like a decent amount of blockers just in case. Actually, I can play Khan, play Croc, but then I have to attack first. Yeah, that's okay this way. It's interesting, I don't remember what it is on a given turn. So it's very interesting for me to see how I would play now. I could attack with Croc. Yeah. I'm not going to lose, even if he clears my board. Which he can't. He can play Croc, but then 1 Croc survives. And I do have Carnosaurus as well. Now I can play Meitzinger number 3, I guess. And he concedes. So let's see if chat has any questions or anything. Hello, still via Twitch. Nothing, I guess. Which is fine. So, did I change anything? Not sure. I mean, I'm on the draw game 3, so I could bring in the 4th Carnosaurus. But I did not. This hand is very questionable. Very, very questionable. I think I kept, but I was not happy. Let me tell you. And I still think you borderline keep this hand. But if someone says you should mulligan this hand, I can see it, but I think the hand is just good enough so that you can't mulligan. And obviously, drawing Croc makes the hand like 3 times better. Crocodile is so important in this matchup. It's it's a joke how important Crocodile is on those mid-range wild-based mirrors. Yeah, that's really not good for us. Turn 3 attacking with 5/5 and speed. I will be too slow for Crocosaur, obviously. Since he will play more troops. So maybe Khan plus Crocosaur to deal 7. Dread Harvest. Like another Hero Fund would be game, I believe. But I don't think he played that, because... yeah. I mean, that's still pretty bad. That's even worse. Yeah, and that's the point where I think I'm just dead. And I'm talking about the meta, saying this meta sucks, which I stand by. I stand by this notion. I mean, you know me, right? I will say I have become much better. I don't chat much anymore in games. I don't think that I was being rude. For me, this was just stating the obvious here. I've been saying that there are more such as Roosebud in top 8, which is not true. But okay. So I'm saying game 1 and game 3 are just no games with actual decisions. And game 2 was closest to being a real game, although that also was luck-based, like I agree, actually. Yeah, and he did have Extinction, which I didn't even bother thinking about. Like, Shoko deck with Extinction? But there has to be a reason he plays Blood, right? Not only for the gems. But yeah, game 2 I was pretty safe, since I had many cards left in my hand. More ranting about the meta. I stand by it. Meanwhile, my clock goes down. I mean, it's in hindsight, it's rude, but I was really convinced I was dead. Like, look at it. And I do think that's exactly how it is. Like, some games are actually entertaining and interesting, and you have decisions and everything in the wild mirrors, but many, too many games are just one side plays Meitzinger, one side is Croc, the game is over. Too many games decided by just the opener, essentially. Going down to 5. And that's not going to be good enough. But I can play Runia into Rustbart, I guess. And I guess I am attacking. Since if he has a Croc, then I'm not going to win anymore. So I might as well attack. Checking for my crypt and so that I can see what I have there to reanimate with banks. I played a bit slow. I mean, I played slower than usual. And I do play pretty slow in general. That was a lot of defeatist talk from someone who can still bult out of this game. And yeah, that's true. That's very true indeed. Yeah. That's why I like it, yeah. Since this deck has many comeback potential. Or much comeback potential. I'm sorry for my bad English, but that's just the way it is. Annies didn't play Roostbards, I feel like, right? I didn't double check, but Roostbard in his deck, in his physical deck, would make no sense at all. Now, Helvins is talking BS here. So, alright. You might as well trade with Runia Hierophant, but I feel like keeping the Runia Hierophant is better because at this point he was at 16 and those Runias do fly. So maybe I can, I don't know, race him by jumping for several turns. I mean, this is a clock, right? This is, yeah. That's why I didn't block with Runia, but with Roostbard. So now I think I this is a point where I go in the tank, like really deep in the tank. Because this situation here is not trivial at all. You can do, I mean, you can do three things. Not attack at all, attack with both Runias, attack with just one Runia. Those are the three options. And not attacking seems like just wrong. Like not attacking and then having for sure enough blockers to block and trade with Runia. Yeah, that's not the way you want to play. You're down 2 cards. You don't want to sit back. And due to the Diamond Gem, which gives flying, you actually have a good chance to kill him in 2 attacks. So you will attack with the one Runia, for sure. At least. Now the question that remains is really attack with both Runias. So if I attack with both Runias, he's going down to 13-7. And that means that almost everything should be lethal next turn. Like even if he plays a Croc. Although the problem is, if he plays a Croc, I can still block with my Crocodile, I guess. And I would go down to 1. Here's the thing. If I attack... Yeah, that's why it was so complicated. If I attack with both Runias, and he then draws and plays Crocodile, and has a shard, then I'm dead. Because then he fights Roostbart and I don't care. And then attacks with his Runia and Clacodon and Dreadling, and I can block Runia and I'm going down to 0. Which means you are dead. So, that's the risk of attacking with both Runias, the Crocodile. And I think I just acknowledged that in chat. I had this call, yeah. Just assumed I always have Croc, right? Now I'm talking to him like I'm explaining him my decision. And basically I'm fishing for information. I mean, I feel like I have no downside in explaining him what I'm pondering about. Cause I can't do anything else. But maybe he will tell something that then leads me to believe that he has or has not certain cards. But what did I say? If you don't get any health, that is. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like if I only attack with one Runia and he has another Clock or Khan, then I actually don't have lethal. And if I attack with both, I die to another Runia or Croc. Or Hero Fall. Which I don't know he has. But I can basically be quite sure that he doesn't have Croc or Runia in his hand because he would have played it last turn. So he might have Hero Fall in his hand. That would maybe make sense. Yeah, that would make some sense. I mean, it's possible that he has Hero Fall in this situation. He didn't need to play Hero Fall last turn because I think I still had one blocker left anyways. So actually waiting for Hero Fall makes sense. That's the scary part. Hero Fall is the scary part. Like if I take with both, he Hero Falls my Croc, I'm dead. To a shard. And he could have hold Hero Fall the entire time. But then I was thinking like, do these decks play Hero Fall? Maybe? Probably? I don't know. Do I think he has Hero Fall in his hand? Maybe? So I swung with both Runias. I'm dead to Croc. I'm dead to Runia. I'm dead to Hero Fall. But Runia and Croc he didn't have last turn. He could have had another Cluck though. That's what I was thinking as well. He could have another Khan or another Cluckodon. I convinced myself that this is entirely possible. This is 2 cards that he has a Cluckodon. He couldn't play 2 Cluckodon last turn. That would make sense in my opinion. Or another Carnosaurus, I guess. I guess he would have played Carnosaurus. I'm not sure if he would have played Carnosaurus. So my heart was beating like super fast, obviously. So at this point, I'm getting like excited. And now actually there's still a decision left here. There's still a decision left. Like, if I attack with both and he plays Lullaby, then I'm kind of in a rough spot again. Because then both Runias get reverted. And they don't have lethal anymore suddenly. And I say that again. Fishing for information. It's not going to work, but. And usually I don't do this. Usually I wouldn't write in chat. But since there's so much on the line, I thought to myself I might as well try to get some info out of him. I mean, if I play Damage Shot and Reanimate, then I could attack with just the 8/8. I attack first with both, and then Reanimate Runia, so that I then have 2 3/3s. Which then, if I then I have lethal again, basically. I think that's what I did. Swing first. Although I took my time here, since Lullaby is a possibility. Although he would have played last turn, right? So he needed to draw it. And I'm not sure he brings in Lullaby. So yeah, I convinced myself attacking with both, and then in case he plays Lullaby, I reanimate Runia. And now looking for like a reaction. Nope. Drew 3 shots in a row. So just luck based. Yeah. I mean, he was unlucky this game. Since from the opener needed basically just anything after the Runia. And he probably would have just won. That's why I talked that's why I ranted in the first place. Starting with oh well. Yeah. Now he's saying that he should have switched gems instead of going for speed, going for can't block by troops with less power than the Runia power. Which is. I don't know. I still don't know if evasion is better than speed. Maybe in this game it is. Also had Cluck for a turn, which I shouldn't have done. That's definitely wrong. Yeah. But I can't really fault him for it. I feel like. Not sure. I would need to go through it again and look at the exact situation. If he needs to play Cluckodon, he probably is supposed to play Cluckodon, honestly, a turn earlier. Yeah. But it's not that clear cut, probably. So, everything just went not the way I wanted. Even after you complained. Salary. kind of it's kind of embarrassing uploading this, right? Like me ranting about my. I mean, I didn't rant about my bad luck. I ranted about the meta and that the games are no games. I guess I ranted about my bad luck as well, and then winning. Yeah, okay. I will upload this video to YouTube later. I am here. Yeah. Therefore, I am here. I'm doing the cast right now. I didn't do the cast during the top 8. Like, first of all, you should there's this, some hints are there, like when I say in hindsight or something like that, or when I use the past tense. Also, I wouldn't do a casting during the actual games, like live games. That would be a bit too much for me. I'm having time travel as it is without casting. So yeah. So this is round 2, the semis. He mulliganed, which is a good start. This hand, I think I keep it. Yeah, I probably do keep it, and also honestly, on the draw, you have to keep it. Always remember, just playing for 50k plat, no biggie. Taking out the pressure. Yeah, you shouldn't play for 50k blood. Not a single best of 3. That's. You should have a best of 5 at this spot. Yeah, having already won 50k blood. Yeah, that's not the mindset I can adjust to. I mean, he's right, of course. Though it turns out he was not right. Which at this point I didn't I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware that the tournament was Swiss. Like as a player, in this situation you are not really looking for the brackets or tournament structure or something like that. So turn 2 winning here fun on the play. That's a good start for being down to 6. And kind of in a bad spot here. Since the holding planes bluegrass are not active. Still, I play Mightsinger. Hope he doesn't have Calm. Which he does. That's what I mean about the meta. Like, even if I... Not like I did nothing. I played Mightsinger turn 2. But... I mean, that's a good draw. But I don't have triple wild. Not even next turn. And the Alec power is dangerous because of that card. So now, even if I had Croc, even if I could play Croc next turn, I would not win this game. This is basically the best sequence of plays this deck can do. Like Brave into Runia, then kill my Mightsinger, then play Dreamweaver with Elk. I mean, it's not going to get much better than that. Yeah. And here is like basically you know you are dead, but you don't want to admit you're dead. I know I start to rant a bit, I guess. No, I was making a joke here, mostly. I mean, a threat. Reminds me of last round, game 1, over without any game in it, but then I came back game 2, game 3, be warned. Yeah, that was more like a friendly banter kind of thing. Like I was not actually ranting about his luck or something. Since I do have those openers myself sometimes. I have them during the Swiss portion, I'm sure. Yeah. Basically, I should save time here. Like, I should just concede. I could have done that earlier. Could have saved myself, like, almost a minute there. It's fine, Weffel. It's fine, Weffel. I'm mostly joking all the time. Anyways. So I did sideboard something. I didn't check my sideboard plan there. I think I didn't change too much. I think I didn't change too much, yeah. Would you like to go second or first? I think you go first. That's like, yeah. A tip: go first in the Wild Mirrors. Better to go first. Slightly better. This hand is decent. Yeah, it's decent. Quite decent. So I play Howling Plains, Alpha, and Howling Brave, I guess. The next turn I can play Moonrise, which will make it hard for him. If he can't calm me this turn, he will fall behind. Oh, he can calm me. What did he fight with? He fought with Brave, which makes sense. I was thinking that he can't me, because otherwise the game would have been over faster. Alright, still playing Moonrise Elder. Getting 3 Valor. Good thing is that next turn I have Grog ready. Which is, again, so important in this Wild Mirrors. Yeah. Getting the Grog in, like if he plays Runia here and I Grog him, or Howling Plains, Howling Brave. That's... I guess he fights with Howling Brave. Yeah, that makes sense. So I can't play Croc now. Here I do have options. I can play 2 Valor. Many options actually. So I could play 2 Valor on Moonrise Elder to save him from a Croc. And play 1 on Holding Plains Alpha and attack with both. Or I play Runia Hierophant, play Valor on Holding Plains Alpha, and then die to Crocozor. And I have to admit, I'm not sure what I did here. It's not obvious to me. I feel like I did play 3 Valor. Although that can't be right. No, now it comes back to me. Now it all comes back to me. I think I did play Valors. So the thing is, if you don't play Runia, you don't have 5 resources guaranteed. Cause right now you have 4 resources, but then if you don't draw a shard, you can't play Croc. But if Runia survives, you can attack with Runia and then play Croc. Yeah, and the question obviously is, does he have Croc or doesn't he have Croc? Like, protecting my Moonrise Elder is quite important. When I make him a 5/6, then I'm mostly protected from his board, right? He has no attacks right now. He can attack with the Grandfather Alch ability, but that's only 1 turn. So I chose definitely. I guess I played Runia second main. Which works out as well, I guess. But that's really running into Croc. Huh. Interesting. So I was thinking that I played that differently. But yeah, very interesting. So I mean, it still makes sense to play Runia because of ramping to Croc and everything. And if he doesn't have Croc, then you are really in a good spot. Not necessarily a wrong play to play Runia, that's for sure. So now I'm pretty happy. Since he didn't play a shard. Which means killing Holding Brave will set him back a turn. Sadly, I don't have any attacks other than that. Just with the Runia, I guess. So what I should do is play Valor on Runia Hierophant attack and then play Croc second main. But I'm not sure I did this correctly. Might be that I play Croc pre-combat and then play Valor post-combat. Which basically, yeah. Yeah. I missed out on 1 point of damage there. But okay. That's a rather small mistake. Still could be quite important. Point being, with the ramp from Runia, you can play Valor first, attack, and then play Croc. Sorry about that. Yeah, I tricked myself. That makes no difference. Maybe that's why I didn't do it. Because if I play Valor first, play Croc second main, then I don't get the pump from the troop, so it makes no difference. Using it on the Moonrise Elder is also fine, I feel like. Since if he plays Croc, he wants to fight the Moonrise Elder for sure. So, it actually doesn't make sense. No. Come to think of it, although this makes it so that I can attack with Moonrise Elder. I probably still want to Valor up Croc or Runir first. But a while. That's a mistake. The other one was no mistake. The other one makes no difference. The sequencing with Valor and Croc makes no difference. But I feel like you should play Valor on Croc, not on Moonrise. He plays a 4-4, which is very fine by me, with me. That's another reason why you want to play Valor on Croc. Cause, yeah, then you draw one more card. To be honest, drawing 5 should be game as well. But yeah, that was a slight mistake. I feel like, yeah, maybe I do play Valor first, then I attack. That works out as well, I guess. How do I attack? I feel like I can make a full swing. 7-8. Then you would need to... Yeah, I feel like that's fine. Full swing feels fine. Can double block the Croc, which I don't really mind. You can double block the Moonrise Elder, which is good, I guess. But then he takes like a shit ton of damage. And that now should be just good enough to win the game. Can still play chart even. Now I should play Valor on Moonrise Elder to protect him from Croc. No. He really didn't do that. Moonrise Elder will be a 5 toughness on his turn. Wow, yeah. That's a mistake. He can't play Croc. Never mind, he can't play Croc anyways. No mistake, no mistake. I'm sure I was aware of that. Honestly, I probably was, yeah. Yeah, he's not coming back here. There's no way. He's attacking for... I don't know. You have to test the water, right? Maybe your opponent down blocks for some reason. Doesn't block. Actually, you may also have the combat trick, which I didn't remember. But at this point, I wasn't even thinking about the combat trick, since I felt like it should be good enough either way. Although, do I have Crocker Carnosaurs in my crypt? Should probably check for that. I can play Balthazar first and then hope for Carnosaurus. Or I play Mightsinger first and hope for whatever. Honestly, it doesn't matter because he can't raise me. It honestly doesn't matter. I don't need to kill Mightsinger here. Yeah, he just concedes. Yeah, White Grove is a nice card, but I didn't care in this situation. I was winning one way or another. Yeah. You're right, Rusty. Yeah. Alright. So, game 2. So I brought in one Carnosaurus for game 2, and I believe that's the same for game 3. But there's, again, the question, now I am on the... No, that's game 2. Game 2 is coming now. That just was game 1. So now I can bring in one more Carnosaurus, since I am on the draw, to kill Howling Braves and Mightsingers. But then what do I cut? Could cut... I don't want to cut Rooney Hierophant. Don't want to cut more Kyoto. I don't want to cut Balthazar. I certainly don't want to cut Croc. So I would need to cut Roosebart. And I don't want to cut Roosebart. And I don't want to cut Chlorophylla. So I guess I will leave it as it is. Still not sure. I'm still not sure about the sideboarding. Yeah. He complained about being stuck on 3, which is legit. I mean, I would complain, probably. I wouldn't complain in like a regular game. Not even in a Swiss game. But in a top 8 where you play for 50k platinum, I would probably say something. I'm not proud of it, but yeah. So this hand here is really good, right? Because you have like turn for Croc, and that's really important in the mirror. Like I can't stress it enough how important that is to have the early Croc. Yeah, I remember now. So he kept. Yeah, so he mulliganed to 6, and then he kept the 1-shotter with Howling Brave on the play. So I guess he had Howling Brave and Mightsinger. Which I think you can keep on 6. He didn't have Clophilia. He would have played Clophilia over Mightsinger, I believe. Not too sure. If he had Howling Brave, Clophilia, and Mightsinger in his starting hand, then it's a clear keep. But if you only have like 1-shot, Howling Brave, and Mightsinger, I still think it's keepable. But it's also, you can also take the mulligan, I don't know. Depends on the rest of his hand, I guess. You can't say for sure. So now I play Clophilia, play Howling Plains, Alpha. Then I can play Croc next turn, which should just be good enough. I mean, Master Mouse is okay. Stops my attacks for now. But still. That's the worst feeling. Like, it's the worst feeling ever. You know you're basically dead. Like this, the sound of the crocodile. If you hear it, you hear it before you see it, and then you know already that everything is over essentially. And it is for 50k, so this is dumb. Yeah, I agree. I mean, first game would have been another game. This one would also have been another game. I still feel like that I was very well positioned. Even I thought this is game 3, right? Yeah, game 1 he overrun me. Anyways, I feel like I still would have been in a good position even if he plays shards. Since I had the early croc, I did have Mightzinger, Moonrise, and Holding Plains, Alpha, and everything. But yeah, it would have been a different game. It would have gone far longer, and maybe I would have lost. Same with game 2, I guess. Now I might trade, or I might just take it. I think I take it, although trading is also okay. The thing is, Moonrise pumps my my team, so I really feel like I can raise them. Now checking for crypt. Could bring the other yeah, Mightzinger. I could bring Mightzinger, which I guess I do. I'm not sure if I do, actually, since if he plays Croc, I'm maybe losing again. Certainly I'm going to attack first, to check for Lullaby. So what I do is I play Valor on every troop, and then the whole team besides Croc gets +3/+3. Croc gets +2/+2, which means he has no blocks without losing his Master Moss. And my team readies again. So now the only question is, do I want to play the other 2 Whalers as well? I guess I do want to. I should keep 1 Whaler, honestly. I'm not sure if I did. I'm saying I should. That doesn't mean I did that. Oh no! I should check for I should check the math. That's what I should do. Like, does he need to block? Yeah, that's what it did. I calculated. So that's 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 12. That's 28. So if he blocks, yeah, I checked for math. That's what it did. Yeah, he's dead. If he has nothing, if he doesn't have a lullaby, he's dead. That's 12 plus 8, and it's 20 damage already. So he has to play lullaby. If he has lullaby, then the game continues, I guess. But he didn't. He did not have it. So I think I will skip ahead now. Although I won't first check for my chat. So what were your thoughts when you made this deck? It's definitely not one I expected to see with some of the choices of cards you're playing. Just curious. Yeah. I will talk about it in a minute. Let me first do something else here. All right, so I will skip ahead in a second. But you can see what's going on here. So I whispered him for splitting. At this point, I'm thinking it's single elimination still. So it would be 150k on 150k. Which I think it's silly to play for 100k platinum a single best of 3. And I was very relieved when he said, sure, splitting is fine. Although not sure of the Swiss structure affects things. And then I was thinking, Swiss? What the fuck? Why is he talking about Swiss structure? I also said that I beat 5 out of 5 Angus day 1. If that helps his decision making. And now I'm on the play. So I have the good cards here. I think I didn't even get the thing that he was trying to say, that it is Swiss. In a second, I will say, wait, why is it Swiss? And then I remember. Then I will write in general, asking for a noble. Now I'm reading again, basically, trying to understand. It's single elimination. It's single elimination, dude. What are you talking about? Yeah. I thought. Then I realized that apparently there are other games, and I was sure the reason that the other guys are playing must be because of determining who is third and so on, and fourth and fifth and sixth. And I'm asking for a noble. Is PP2 this? I didn't get a response, by the way. Oh, hey, to the turn when the Swiss don't drop. Yeah, that was. Thank you for saying that. I guess I didn't check my whispers. I mean, just seeing it now. Maybe he whispered me that after game 1. I didn't check for my whispers, I guess. I didn't catch that. Anyways, yeah, now I'm saying that he didn't whisper me, which is wrong. Noble Rooster Saw, I'm sorry. You did whisper me. So now I'm thinking, what does it mean? And so on and so on. So, long story short, we decide to split and play out, but we would have played anyways for determining who wins officially and gets covered and so on. And but we did split, which is according to the rules. Just saying, it is according to the rules. So everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. And let's go ahead. Messed up? Yeah, it is messed up. But it's fine now. Blah blah blah. Going to be drama next week. Da da da. To drop out. Still talking. So now we are. I'm down 6 minutes. And now the actual game starts. Yeah. So I kept this hand. It's not like I didn't. it's not like I wasn't thinking about considering mulligan. And I will say that this hand is very close to the mulligan. I think that in general people take too many mulligans, but this hand with 3 Runias and 2 wild shots and Side of the Sun, you can mulligan that. You actually can mulligan that very clearly. So now I do have an option, a choice, playing Runia or playing Carnosaurus. I think I play Carnosaurus. Or I can play Alpha and pump him to 3/3. But that is problematic if he has Crackling Bolt. I feel like it's very important to use this turn to kill his Anarchist. Because if I play Runia, he plays Burn. Then he draws a card, I'm going down to, and that's not good. But not only did he have Anarchist turn 2, he also did have Matriarch. And that's a real problem. Like, I can handle one of the two, but handling both, not going to happen. I mean, who knows? Maybe it is going to happen. Not going to spoil. Not only did he have Anarchist into Matriarch, yet has Anarchist into Matriarch into Mama Yeti. So, yeah, this is not going to work out. Although I do have the Croc here. But I'm down to 7. So, if I had Shard and Balthazar in hand, I would feel okay. With Shard and Balthazar, I would feel very okay. But that's not what I have. 2 baby Yetis. He probably has Laskar's Vengeance. No, I remember. He does have Laskar's Vengeance and Burn. So there was no chance. Even if I had Balthazar left in my hand in the shard, I was not surviving this turn. Yeah, yes, he had too much. Like, I did have turn 2 Carnosaurus and I lost. It was turn 3 Carnosaurus, right? Did I play Chlorophilia? Was I on the play? I'm not sure. I will go back in a second. So, sideboard plan against Angus. It's actually a bit interesting, I feel like, since I don't take out Crocs or Balthazars, although they cost much. I do take out, apparently, Roosebot? No, I take out Mightsingers. Exactly. Now you think taking out Mightsingers, it's insane, right? Maybe it is. But I feel like I don't need to go for Mightsinger playing wild and fishing for troops. I need to just survive. And the 2/3 is better than the 2/2. It's actually a lot better, right? Since the 2/3 doesn't die to burn, and he can block an Anarchist. So it actually makes a difference. And I also take out Side of the Sun, since your plan can't be to play turn 3 Side of the Sun, say go. That can't be your plan. Side of the Sun will die. That's about it. Also, you changed the gem to +2 defense, which I hope I did. I think I did. And you might change as well to -2 cost on draw, but I'm not sure about that. Honestly, ramp is also good. Like, I had this debate with Riffle of Ages, whether you want to gem -2 cost or ramp against Angus. I feel like both is okay. Turn 2 can't do it off the Anarchist. Yeah, that makes sense. Huh? Does it make sense? Anyways. Yeah, Noble Whispered. Noble Whispered everyone. I just didn't see it. And hello, Raticus. So I have to say, my original plan was to do this recast the same day. But because of all this drama, I was waiting. Because until yesterday, I was not sure about Swiss and splitting. But actually, I looked back. Splitting is fine in Swiss in the final round. And this is the final round in Swiss. And it's not supposed to be Swiss. Actually, it's supposed to be single elimination. And then it's super okay to split. Some more speculation about what will they do. What will they do? If you checked my in-game currencies, you know what they did. I will just say that much. And yeah. So let's focus on that game. Turn to Howling Brave. I mean, this hand is good. Khan, Roostbard, and Howling Plains. That's a very good hand. A lot of 2-drops. 1 card draw. And a Khan. Sadly, he has Cremate. But chances are that the Brave doesn't survive, so it's to be expected. Now I do have a decision here. I feel like since 2/3 Roostbard is better if in case he plays Anarchist, because then he can't attack simply. But the Howling Plains, if I play Howling Plains first and I draw a shard, I can then draw a card for sure. So I'm not sure what I did. I have to say, I'm not sure what I did here. I think I played Roostbard. But apparently I'm wrong. Yeah, it's interesting. You know? Interesting to see that I, at least in 1 or 2 spots, I didn't play as I thought I would be playing while doing the recast. It's interesting. I'm not even sure what's better here. I feel like playing Roostbard first is slightly better. But debatable. Also, this was also yeah. This was a mistake. Yeah. Yeah, I realized that during the game as well. I should have played Valor on Roostbard. Certainly. Because then Roostbard is out of range from Crackling Bolt as well. And he can't bolt it, can't burn it in response. So that actually cost me the game. That little mistake did cost me everything. So, yeah. Or maybe it didn't. But I guess at this point, you guys know how it ended. It's interesting, yeah. Looking at it now, if I play Valor on Roostbard, can't burn. And then I have a 3/4, which he can't kill, I feel like. And then that survives with Balthazar, and then I'm fine. Jeez. That would have changed everything. Especially since he didn't have 4-drop as well. Or anything on turn 4. Maybe he has more burns in his hand. So I don't attack here because of Anarchist and Baby Yeti. Now the problem with Balthazar is if he kills Carnosaurus in response, I just draw one card, but I don't have any options. And he does burn my Carnosaurus. Still, I mean, I do have my Banks power, so I just need to find anything, essentially. Ah, that's bad. But he didn't have the fifth ruby shard. So as long as I find a troop here, that's not that's bigger than one power. Now here I do have a choice. I can reanimate Roosebud, which would be a 3-4 by the way if I played it correctly, and he would still be on board. So yeah, I threw away the game with that decision. I feel like maybe he did have Fireball the whole time and could have killed Roosebud in response of me playing Valor, but then he's down a card. Yeah, I didn't play that correctly, that's for sure. Anyways, now I have a choice: reanimating Roosebud, playing Balthazar, or just playing Balthazar, or reanimating Balthazar. No, that's the worst choice. So it's either reanimating Roosebud and playing Balthazar, or just playing Balthazar. And I feel like just playing Balthazar is better, because then I can reanimate Balthazar one turn later, if I have to. Essentially, I want another troop, and drawing 2 instead of 1 is not that big of a difference. But it is a debatable. But I think I played Balthazar first. Yeah. It's close. Certainly close. Whether you reanimate and then play Balthazar or play Balthazar right now. Yeah, more shots. I'm not reanimating Balthazar right now, I can as well wait a turn. Still no 5th shard. It still means I feel like if I find like a croc, it's super good. I wouldn't fight with the croc probably. Maybe I would. But like Clacodon would be great as well. Or like Moonrise Elder would have been great. But it's just a chlorophyll, yeah. Which means like I can't sit back, do nothing. That's not going to work. So now I'm not ranting. Since we split, I'm actually fine with everything. I'm in peace with the world right now. I was at that moment because we split. And Ratikos, I think you did the right call, honestly, splitting. You shouldn't feel bad for splitting. Because I'm telling you, and I mean it, I feel like I'm being on the play game one, knowing that what my record is against Angus, I feel like I have I'm slightly favored. At the point we did the split. Obviously. Right now I'm not favored. But you shouldn't feel bad about your decision. Their Raticos is being super nice. Like, honestly, the players couldn't have been more nicer. Players acted in a great fashion. I have to say, not only Raticos but also Mosi, who also basically offered me to split because he then was ranked second under Swiss, and he also basically said, in case that Hex Entertainment doesn't do anything, I will do something to even it out. The players could not have been more nice. Is it more nice or is it nicer? It's nicer, right? Because if the adjective has only 2 syllables, then you say nicer with ER. And if it's 3 syllables or more, you say more nice. But you don't say more nice, you say nicer. Right? I'm just asking for English lessons here. Yeah. And more shots. And let's skip ahead. Oh. Yeah, that's a funny draw, by the way. So I draw another Balthasar. I mean, honestly, if I find Krackodon here, fight with Ball Spasm, then maybe I'm good enough. I don't know. I mean, it's entirely possible that I draw myself out of this. Like, if I find Krackodon now and then draw Croc next turn, I feel like I can still do this. But that's not going to be good enough. That's not going. I mean, do I play this? Fight? Play more shots? Because I have shots. Yeah, now it's over because he found his 5th ruby finally. Yeah, that's game. But essentially, you see, I have 12 resources with those 2, and he has 5. So yeah, that tells part of the story. But again, I actually messed up this game, which I didn't realize during the game. No, I did realize it during the game, but I wasn't aware how traumatic it was. I was aware that I should have played Valor on the Roost part during the game as well, but I wasn't actually aware how much an effect that had. I think I would have won. I think I would have won that game if I played Valor on Roost part, honestly. Changes quite much. Anyways, those were the 2 games, and like the rest, you know. I can switch back to game. It's nicer, yeah. Merry Hexmas. Merry Hexmas to you, Champion of Solars. I was a 2 resource on the Valor turn, so couldn't kill it before it became a 3-4. Yep. That's... Yep. No, I'm still fine. I'm still fine, honestly. Since we did split and I didn't lose out on anything. But I really messed up that last game. So I really think if I do that right, I really think we will see a game 3. And then, even on the draw, I feel like after sideboarding, I'm slightly above 50% chance to win. By the way, I'm just realizing that this is not going to work out as I want it to work out. Let's switch back to that for a second, because I actually closed down my hex. Let's restart it. Second. I mean, I will close the stream very soon, but I will talk about the deck in general. I will just load up Hex and then show the deck list again, and then say a few things. I won't say too much, since I didn't wanted to stream that long. But I will stream in the upcoming days. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe not Friday. and maybe a bit on Christmas Eve. And then I don't know. Since I actually want to go for top 64 this season, I hope it will be possible. You would think it's possible, but you know, I don't know. So about the deck, it's essentially a wild deck with Diamond for bangs and the Valor interactions, and that's. I mean, the wild core with Might Singers, Crocs, Runias, Graves, Clophilia is really, really strong. Arguably too strong. So if you have that core as your deck, you have already a strong deck. And the question was how I came up with this idea. The way I come up with decks is actually pretty simple, I feel like. I'm usually not thinking about what is the meta right now and what could be good in the meta. Sometimes I do that. I mean, that's also like I think about it once I come up with an idea. But the first step is I look at the spoiler, I look at the cards, and then I see a card that I think is underused, and I want to try it out. In this case, it's Zartia's Roostbard, which I looked at and thought, let's bring back Hex, which I looked at and thought, that's too good to not see play. And not only Roostbard, but also Holding Plains Alpha. This card I also felt like was underused. It's a great card. It's a very great card. I mean, this line here, while those troops you control get +1/+1, is very important. More important than you might think. Especially with Moonrise Elder. I had one game where my whole board got +5/+5 because I had 4 Polling Plains Alpha on the board during day 1. So that's basically, yeah, the original idea, saying that Roostbard could see play, and then Holding Plains Alpha, since it goes along with Roostbard very nicely. Then you have to think about what are other ways to create Valor, and then I look at basically do this, type in Valor, and look at what options do I have. Also, I realize that sockets are options. Then I see cards like this, which I then think are not good enough. Also see like cards like this, which I know, nah, that's not good enough. More cards I feel like. Oh, who cares? This one is clearly worse than Holding Plains Alpha. So I wanted to play Diamond because I wanted to play this. And I like the idea of Banks and Balthazar. The idea of Banks and Balthazar I liked during set 4 meta as well when I played Fervor's Child deck. And I still like the idea, and I think playing the Balthazar on the deck is great. And you, by the way, you should play 4 Crocs. In this meta, you should play 4 Crocs main deck. Like, if you play Wild, play 4 Crocs, I feel like. Right now, that's very important. And then I play one Side of the Sun, which is just nice, I guess. I played Side of the Sun in many decks. I feel like playing 2 is already too much. Since, especially in this deck, you have so many other options you want to play on turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. So very often, even though I do have Side of the Sun, I actually play Runia Hierophant instead, or play Mightsinger instead. And then the second Side of the Sun becomes much worse, obviously. But still a good card. And yeah, I still think 1 is good. I don't want to play 0. I want to play 1. Maybe 2 is okay as well. So important with the Moonrise Elder is this Major Diamond of the Ardent. And this attacks where each Ardent troop you control, get +1/+1. So you don't need to attack with your cards in order to get them readied. So this works with Holding Brave. So you exhaust Holding Brave, play something with the resource, or don't play something, and then attack, and then get your Holding Brave back, and you can exhaust it again for a resource. So it's ramping. And obviously the interaction with Side of the Sun is the same, but just much better. Since using Side of the Sun twice a turn, maybe playing Balthazar in between, that's quite good. Let me tell you. The shard base is, yeah. I feel like those numbers are right too, but diamond shards feels right. And then I have 12 dual shards. Since I basically need 2 diamonds on turn 6 or 7 for banks, that's all. Yeah. What else? 2 Carnosaurs I feel like is good. You could even play 3 maybe, because decks you are playing against are Angus and other wild decks, mostly mono wild. And then Carnosaurus is a good card. So I could see playing 3 in my main deck. Talking about sideboard, 3 of Tramposaur against the deck with Banner, the discard, no, not just the Dreadling Banner, and Eulogy and Xanthos Mallets. Then you want to play 3. Against other Eulogy decks, 2 are good. But yeah. 4 Clucks, 4 Khans, or 2 more Khans against Angus. And then 2 Mastermost and 2 Varthrold against Hero Fall decks, against Kakulichu and against other decks that play Extinction, actually. And Martyr against Lixil decks, I guess. And Winsinger. Martyr against Winsinger decks. So, because Winsinger will be a downfall. But I didn't see a single Winter Moon during the day 1 portion. Yeah, that's about it, I feel like. Any questions? Let me check for the chat. Nothing? That's fine. So, what else is there to say? Not much, I guess. Yeah. I'm very happy with the tournament, obviously. One thing I can say, Hero of Legend, I tried, got this question like 2 days ago. Hero of Legend, I tried out, and I actually cut it again because I don't think it's good enough, actually. You don't want... I feel like Hero of Legend is good if you are the aggressive deck with more 1-drops and more 2-drops, and you want to be attacking. But I want to play slower, more controlling. It's not a control deck, it's a mid-range deck. But it's actually, essentially it's slower than the other wild decks. Like, I'm not having speed Runias. I'm not having like a Shoku and Dread Harvest and creating 4 Dreadlings and attack. I'm not rushing down my opponent. I'm just beating him on value. Because of Banks and Balthazar, I'm drawing more cards with Moonrise and Brucepud, and then I'm beating him on value. That's the plan. Yeah. I like the deck. I think it's quite good against Angus. And at least decent against any other wild decks. You can lose them, obviously, but I feel like you are slightly favored against most other wild decks because you have more cards, more endgame, so to say. You have more left at the end because of the 3 Balthazars and the banks. But that necessarily is under the condition that you survive the first couple turns. But you also can have Mindsinger early on, right? Yeah, it's an interesting deck. I like it. Nice interactions. With the Valors, you have a couple of options usually, so I think it's more complicated to play than other wild decks, but it's still not the most challenging deck to play. Yeah, I like it. So that was basically a deck tag. I think I will, since I'm lazy as hell, I will just upload this as one big portion. So the top 8 portion and the deck check, so to say. One. Anyways, I will end it here. And I say, I will just read chat again. Just check your hex forms after you log off. I can check my hex forms right now. Problem with the 3-cost 3-4 is too many other 3 drops are at 4-4. Crusader, Matriarch, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. As I said, I will be back the upcoming days. Yeah, and I will respond to you after the pages. Maybe not right now, but I will respond to you within like. Maybe I will go to bed right now before I write something, but I will respond the next day. Which, since you are living in the States, probably means when you wake up, you have your response, more or less, like at the very latest point. So thanks for watching once more. See you guys. Until next time, I will be back. I'm not going like another hiatus of 3 months and not streaming. I want to go for top 64, and then I can as well stream, I guess. All right. Goodbye. Of 3 months and not streaming. I want to go for top 64.